Hello, today we are going to learn how to work with colors and gradients inside Illustrator. In Illustrator you can have different kind of colors and gradients that you can add to all the shapes you draw in your artwork. First of all, we need to draw a basic shape. Let's start with a rectangle. So you need to click on the rectangle tool and choose the dimension. Okay. When you draw a shape for the first time in your software, the default color for the fill is white and for the stroke is black. You can change the colors of the fill and of the stroke in two ways, selecting the rectangle or the shape you have drawn and clicking inside the property window. You can click here on the white square and you choose another color, and here on this icon for the stroke and choose the color of the border of your rectangle. Here I can change the thickness to make the border more visible. As you can see, if I select the rectangle, here I can see the fill with the new color and for the fill and for the stroke. I can double click here to change the color of all the part and double clicking here for the stroke. This is a very quick way, but if you want to do to arrange colors in a more professional way inside your artwork, for example, because your artwork is more complex and you have different shape and you want to be sure that you have the same kind of red or blue for a lot of shapes, you need to use different tools. As you can see also in my interface appeared this kind of window. But let's start from the beginning. So I close this. You need to make in your user interface visible different window. You go to the top menu of the software, you click on window and you choose the windows you want to make visible. I suggest color, then I click again window, I choose gradient and then again window and I choose swatches. Clicking on the top bar of this window, I can move them in order to make my view more comfortable. Okay. This window is very useful if you want to adjust the color according to your color mode and you want to put in detail the code of a particular kind of color you want for your shape. I'll try to put some number here. And then I press the enter button. I change the color of the stroke. If I want to switch the color from the fill to the stroke, I just need to click this, the swap icon, so you can see the color in more detail. But if I want to record the color I created in this way, I need the help of the swatches window. So I need to click on the shape with the color I want to record. Be sure that in the front view there is not the stroke in this case, but the fill, because I want to record this kind of light blue. And then I choose this icon, New Swatch. You can recognize it because there is a square with a plus symbol inside. And I click on it. Then I can give a name to my color. I choose Maddalena Light Blue. Okay, and I choose OK. Now, in the swatches window, you can see a new square with your color. If I draw another shape, an ellipse, I can choose the default color, but also I can choose Maddalena Light Blue. If you want instead to choose a gradient, you need the gradient window. I draw another rectangle. I select this rectangle and I click here. So I activated the gradient, as you can see. By default, the gradient is between white and black, but you can change. Just clicking here, double clicking, and you can change the color. I choose swatches here because I want to choose particular kind of color. I can choose the full color, for example red, and now the gradient is from white to red, but also I can choose my color, Maddalena Light Blue. Here, again, I can double click here and I choose a different color, for example this kind of green. And now the gradient is between green and Maddalena Light Blue. Now I want to make the stroke, so I click on the rectangle. I work with the stroke. I click on the rectangle, I go in the property window, I click on the icon of the stroke and I choose this one, none, so there is no borders. Now I select again this rectangle. If I click to the swap between fill and stroke icon, I can also have a gradient for the stroke, not only for the fill. I will change the thickness of the border so it can be more visible for you. As you can see, the stroke has a gradient. Also for gradients, you can record the particular kind of gradient you created because you want to use it again for different shapes. The process is the same. You need to click on the shape with the gradient you want to record. Now I'm more interested in the color of the stroke, so I click here in order to put the stroke icon in the front view. I go in the swatches window here and I click on New Swatch. I can give a name, New Maddalena Gradient Green and light green and light blue. Okay, now the swatch is recorded here. Let's try with another shape, or this one, the previous one. I can choose the gradient and make this applied to the fill. This is very useful if you want to draw very complex drawing, and also if you are drawing some sketches for user interface. For example, for the design of interface of app or softwares. Thank you.